Hello, it's Malcolm here. Since the 18th of last month, we've been showing the free layer day selections. In fact, sorry, since the 12th of last month, we've been showing the free layer day selections. And they've been doing quite well. There aren't matches every day, and sometimes we only get one or two matched, depending on the price range, which we've set at a maximum of 10, although we have had a couple of higher matches due to the widened odds, which I'll explain shortly in when I show you the settings in Grey Horse Bot. But overall, it's done quite well. We're up to 12.35 profit. In fact, we're a couple of points higher than that today, which I haven't put in there. We've had a long winning streak of 16. Well, that was up till yesterday when we had a first loser for a while. Losing odds have been around the 5 mark. As you can see, 5, 5.8, 2.6, 5.2 and 4.8. So it's not done too bad there. We were expecting 2 to 3 losers a month. Last month was a bit worse. This month we've only had 1 so far. But we do expect, we're hoping to average around 20 points a month, 20 to 26 points a month. But obviously when the weather's a bit bad as it is at the moment, it throws things out slightly, but no excuses. Hopefully it'll pick up even more, but even so far this month we've made probably 10 points now, with today's wins as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you how you can use the selections with Grey Horse Bot. There's an automatic CSV download that you can get from the members area. So if we went to the members area of Grey Horse Bot, and if you go to the bonus section, which is this here, and you'll note there's lots of bonuses in Grey Horse Bot. We're always trying to continually find new ideas for members to try, and new special offers like, actually I'll show you one if I can find one. Ed is testing his system at the moment in Grey Horse Bot. That's doing quite well. And there's double treats. I'm just trying to think, there's a couple of other offers in here that I wanted to show you, but I cannot find. Oh, the betting school, there's a free month there, and a special GHB light offer if you decided to go for that. Anyway, the one we're looking for is the free laser day, which is this one here. Okay, and when you click on it, it'll take you to another page which will give you a link. I'm not actually going to do that because I don't want you to see the link unless you remember, obviously, but there's a free link. Okay, so once you've got the link, you can go to the Grey Horse Bot and set it up. Now, first of all, make sure the Grey Horse Bot is in manual select mode, as it is here. If it's not, simply go Action, Bot Configuration. Yours will say, or be highlighted as Auto Select, so you want to change that to Manual Select, and then accept that, and the bot will quickly reset into Manual Select mode. Once you've done that, you come back. The first thing you need to do is set the bot up for the selection. So there's just a couple of things we need to change. So if we go to Options, I'll drag that down. Obviously the first thing you want to do is set up your profit and loss. Now this is entirely up to you. Depends on the size of your bank, what your risk is like. There are 3 selections a day. We haven't had 2 losers in a row so far, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. The maximum odds should be 10 or maybe a little bit more. So you could say if we had 3 runners in a row, then you could easily lose 30 points if they were all at maximum. So you may want to think about that, or you may want to just stop after 1 loss, which you can do by just simply changing that, or after 2 losses or after 3 losses, and you can even do it in sequence or what we call out of sequence. So you could have 3 losses over a certain period. In this case, I normally set it as a percentage of the bank, probably. So if I lose 5% of my bank, then I'll stop the bot. But that's my own opinion. You should definitely look at the way you want to do it. Okay, staking trading. There's nothing there to touch. We go to session. Don't worry about the session bank or anything. Well, unless you want to, of course, but the thing we need to change is this to 60 seconds. That's 60 seconds before the start of the race, or before the off. Now we also set widened odds. Now you don't need to. The reason we set this is that it gives the bot a chance to actually get a match even if the prices are moving slightly. Basically, if the odds are 10, it will, and you set this to 5, it will put a 5 tick higher bet into the market, which, as you can see from the results, we've had a couple of those matched. And I think in our test bot we've actually got that set to 10 because we want to make sure we're getting matches. So that's one thing you may want to do, but definitely change that to 60. We're not using in-play or ladder stakes, and we're not using Dutchian. The only other thing that you need to change is non-runners, from the minimum of 5 runners to the maximum, which is 30 in this case. And you may, this is totally up to you, want to cancel bets with a reduction factor. Now, I would normally set this to about 10%. That just means if there's 1 or 2 runners that were going to be major in a race and they've been made non-runners, then it gives our selection a better chance of winning the race. So you may want to do that. We're not doing it in this particular test at the moment because the process doesn't include it. So we're just trying to see what happens during our test cycle. Okay, and the last thing that you need to check is your actual betting settings. Depends on how you want to do it, a one-off stake or a percentage of your bank. In fact, I'll show you something quickly as far as stake percentage of bank. If we go quickly back to the spreadsheet, you'll see that although we've won 12.35 points by using a percentage of the bank, and in this case we've used a £100 bank, 1% of the bank, we've actually made 14 points, and that's the sort of difference it can make, especially when you have a long winning streak and you earn a bit more money from it. So it does work, and it is something that you may want to think about. Okay, so set your stake. The price range is 1.02 to 10, as I've already mentioned, and make sure you do both of those. So once you've done that, push the OK button, which you can't see because I can't get it up high enough in this picture. So, but there's an OK green button there. Push that, and that sets everything up. And the last thing we need to do is session. So we go to server tips, put it down, enable it. You won't be able to see this link, but we paste the link that we've got out of the bonus area of Grey Horse Bot. This is the same for GHB Lite. You've got the same link there as well if you're using that particular bot. Change that to CSV. Make sure use my option settings is ticked, because there are no options in the CSV file that we're sending out. So if you don't change this, there will be no bets, because there's the bot won't know what to do, and so there'll be no bets. So you must use my option settings. That guarantees that you've actually set the bot up to place the bets. You can leave that at 5 minutes. There's no need for a password or anything else. That's all you have to do. Once you've done that, click OK. So then all you have to do is push start, like so, and wait. As you can see, all 3 tips are in the bot, and that's as easy or as simple as it is. Thank you. Bye bye.